Welcome to Super's Farm. We're the Supers, and here's some video footage of our creek. With 10 days of straight rain, our creek was overflowing. And while this is beautiful to look at and I love the natural sounds, it really tried to wreak havoc on our in-ground garden. So here's an update from that area as well. So we were fortunate enough to have raised rows. So you can see there are some pooling spots in the in-ground garden bed area where the water pooled, but it's mainly in the walkways. And because the lanes or the rows are raised here, you can see for the most part the plants were saved from a lot of water damage. So while things were a little soggy and muddy, we just had to let the area dry out and really just make sure that we weren't making it worse by walking in the area. The yellowing leaves are due to the excessive rain. I did go through and remove those leaves and pretty much just left the plants alone to dry out. In the greenhouse this morning, just checking out my little seedlings. These are sweet basil here. And there's a whole tray of flowers. I have zinnias. None of the marigolds came up. These says mine on here. Those were seeds that I saved. They came up when I planted them directly in the ground, but for some reason they didn't come up here. And then some marigolds here that I purchased, the seeds. And then over here on this tray, I've got roselle. The first section were seeds from the Plant Good Seed Company. And then the second set of roselle plants, these are mine. I saved the seeds from my plants from last year. And then I have some stevia here. I started some milkweed. We'll see how those go. Lemongrass and lavage here. And then also some more milkweed, just a different color. Trying to get our butterfly garden going. Some cilantro, borage, and more lavage back there in the back. And down there, more basil. And some just kind of oddball seedlings that I started that I need to put in the ground. I just haven't really done anything with yet. These pepper plants are looking good. Oh, and we have a friend out here. Look at our little friend. They are really bold. They get really close to the greenhouse and to us. They'll let us get pretty close. I mean, I'm not trying to go after a bunny, but just unintentionally, like, for example, this morning, I walk out the greenhouse and he's just having breakfast. That's really cool. All right, let's plant those oddball plants we had in the greenhouse. All right, I'm out here in the in-ground garden, and I just planted this row of kind of like odds and ends, you know, just like basically leftover plants that I neglected and probably would have normally not planted. But now that I have all of this space, why not? Might get one fruit, might not get anything, but gotta put it in the ground to find out. So here I have a tomatillo and a basil. Actually, the basil was, I just sowed those from seed, I don't know, a few weeks back. So that wasn't neglected, but I put it in the ground. Another tomatillo there looking pretty sad. Basil. And these are those Thai chili peppers. I have so many of these throughout the garden because I had literally like 30 plants that self-seeded. Excuse me, one plant that self-seeded to 30 plants. Let me be clear. So that's what all these are. Thai chilies and basil. And that's a Mamma Mia pepper. These two, that's something new I'm growing this year. And we got a bunch of tomatillos and a cayenne pepper, some more Thai chili peppers, and this is where the roselle starts. Doing a little bit of an experiment. The first 4 seeds I planted 6 seeds, and only 4 of these came up from So Good Seed Company for roselle. So that's these 4. And then I planted 6 roselle seeds that I saved the seeds from last season, last season. And I got 5 of these. So the next 5 plants, these are roselle from my seed saving. And then these 2 roselle here on the end, I overlooked these. I did not know they were in the greenhouse. I would have planted these a long time ago. So 2 neglected roselle plants there. Those are also from my plants last season. And then 2 squash plants here. I'm gonna come over here. And I planted some melon. These melon were neglected. This is an orange melon, and the rest of the melon you can barely tell, but those are yellow watermelon. And I got about 10 of those little puny little things. I don't know. I started too many seeds and wasn't able to stay on top of it really with everything else going on the homestead. But we got her planted today, so we're going to see how it works out. Overall, everything else is looking really nice in the in-ground garden. Super exciting. And here is the in-ground arch trellis. Looking great. Got little baby melons. There's another baby melon. There's another baby melon. Baby melon. Baby melon. Little cucumber. Okay. Might be a little overdone. Nice jalapenos coming through. I need to come and pick these in the morning. Look at that. Banana peppers pumping. Looking really good. And our row of larger melons, watermelon. One back there. Here's a little baby. There's your little baby. Two little babies. And tomatoes. Tomatoes are looking good. Looking good. More peppers. Peppers. Peppers are looking good. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Looking good. And holy basil. I love holy basil. Another holy basil. And the potato row. Come through, potatoes. Come through, all right? Look at the loofah. I saw loofah climbing up that trellis. And here we have some regular sweet basil. All the pretty zinnias. We got squash interplanted with roselle and cubanelle peppers, trying to confuse the squash bugs. Okay guys, so those oddball plants that were neglected in the greenhouse, here's an update. Won't he do it? Do y'all remember those little rinky-dink tomato plants? Those little sad plants I put in? And look at this basil. Come through, basil. Some peppers. Look at these plants, guys. Listen, put it in the ground. Okay, look at those Mamma Mia peppers. And look at this. I thought these were tomatillos. I'm not really sure what this is. I'm not sure what this is. You better work. I know that. Look, and I got a little blossom on there. Guess we're about to find out what it is. How does that happen? How do the tags get lost? Okay, here's a tag that the rain destroyed. No, it says tomatillo. I guess those are tomatillos. But those are yellow blossoms. Well, keep it exciting in the garden. Look at these plants. Those are the roselle. Remember how puny those roselle plants were? Look at this. Do y'all remember those two on the end that I neglected? Look at these plants. I got some corn coming through here. More flowers. More basil. Okay, now look at this, guys. Do you remember those rinky-dink melons I put in? Look at this melon. Showing out. Look at this. These are the orange and yellow watermelon that I put in, and there were some sad looking plants. Isn't that awesome? That just goes to show you, you won't know unless you put it in the ground. Trust me. Would you rather the plant just die on your shelf and you'll never know what it could have grown up to be? This is Kusha. And somehow I got a cucumber stuck in the middle. And when I realized that I came and trellised it up, I've been noticing bunnies on the opposite side of my fence. I don't know if they looking for the tomatoes to ripen. Hopefully they'll get a bite of some of these jalapeno peppers and then decide they don't want no parts of it. Hopefully that's what happens. Look at that. Whew. There's some nice peppers. Ooh, we got some poppers coming our way. Alright guys. Well, thanks for bearing with me for this update. I know it's been a while. We've been really busy on the homestead. We do appreciate you joining us on this journey. If you have any feedback or comments, please feel free to let us know. We take all of your advice and we do read the comments. Thanks for your time. Blessings and peace from Supers Farm.